Hey Hofstra fans, it's time once again for the WBB Masons Coaches Report. I'm Rob Joyce, joined as always by the head coach of the Hofstra women's basketball team, Krista Kilburn-Steveskey. Coach, how are you?
Doing well.
You haven't played since last Sunday against Auburn, so you've had a lot of time to practice. What's practice been like?
It's been upbeat, very competitive. So I can say I'm very proud of them being able to bounce through all this. Of course, we're right in the middle of finals, and we just talked about having a good hour and a half, 2 hours of just blocking everything out, and then getting ready for their finals this week.
Has this been an opportunity to really prep for Ole Miss, or has it been more basic fundamentals?
It's really been about us, really trying to control the things that we can control, and then we obviously have a pulse on what we're doing and how we're, functioning in the games, and we're just working every day to improve on that.
Have you seen the focus that you wanted to with
Yes.
such a big time between games and finals?
Yes, I mean that's always your big worry. Even as we roll through the rest of this week because they have so many finals today. But we've done a good job. The coaching staff has done a good job of just really keeping them on point and giving them, obviously making them be accountable for the things they're doing, because it is easy. Kids are coming right from exam. They've had, like, today is Anma Yuku's birthday, and then she had 2 finals this morning, and then right to practice, and then everybody has a final right after practice today. So, it's definitely a challenge, but this is what we need to be challenged by, because this is where some of our youth, and inexperience, can kind of trump and continue to build on that, because you're going to have all kinds of obstacles.
Is this almost like a preseason where it comes to the point they're sick of playing each other and they just want to get back out and see someone else on Friday?
Yes, that will be that, but I think they're, everybody, you're ready to play games. You'd rather play games in practice, of course. Everybody is like that, but that practice is where they get better, and that's where the hardest coaching goes on. I always tell them that's where I have to be on you for every second. I should be, trying to build you up and get us to win the games during the game time. So, they've been very attentive and receptive to that.
Now, with almost 2 weeks between games, do you worry that there's going to be rust on Friday night?
Well, Ole Miss is playing a lot of games. They play again today. They play Cleveland State. So, of course, we're going to be coming out there and have played in a while. They had exams, 2 weeks back, I think, for them. So, but it's just the way it goes. Everybody in the country has X amount of days off, so we just have to bounce back that first couple minutes with that adrenaline running, and you'll see people, laying it on the line out there, and they're going to need to be refreshed, and we're going to have to help everybody from the bench.
Friday, you open up the New York Life Holiday Invitational here at home against Ole Miss on Friday. So, what do you see from the Lady Rebels?
Well, a very, very athletic, empowering team. I mean, they have the potential, to do very well. They're different than Auburn, where Auburn had this size, and then they had a mix of skill. And Ole Miss is pretty imposing. But it's a great challenge. I mean, I see, some of the similarities of ourselves in there, where we can run, and obviously they like to push, but they also can control it and slow it down as well too. So McFarland runs, the point for them really well, and Moore is a pretty solid player. They crash the boards extremely well. They know how they're going to try to get their points, and so it's going to be another challenge, another SEC team that's no slouch.
And they don't have a person who, like Ashante Evans, who averages double-digit rebounds, but they have 5, 6 players, all 4, 5, 6 rebounds. So how do you handle that with so many players? Yeah,
and their guards crash really well. I mean, there are some 47-plus rebound days. I think they're average a little over 40-something rebounds a game. But Auburn also generated a lot of their points from offensive boards too. So it just is what it is. I mean, we know what they want to do to score, and then it's our job to combat against that.
And on Sunday, you take on Northwestern. So what do you see from the Wildcats?
Skilled, very skilled team. Their record doesn't show how good they are. Very similar to Marist, a lot of size, shoot the ball very well. Their post players shoot the ball very well, and then obviously, fantastic and very well coached. So they're definitely going to be a big challenge for us as well.
Is there more pressure with each game as the losing streak goes on to win?
We're really just focusing on getting our next win. It's not about what's piling ahead. It's these two teams are two teams that we played similar styles with, and we're getting exposed to all different types of teams, and we can win both of these games. We're highly capable. We just can't have those lapses that are putting us in holes that we can't dig ourselves out in. So we know what's in front of us, and it's just really focusing on getting that next win, not worried about what's past.
You really haven't had too many home games in a row, so is it nice to have one game on Friday that you don't have to travel for Sunday?
Yeah, and this is the time of year, as you guys know from past experience, you want to focus on the now. We have a long break during the holiday season, so you're really reeling them in about let's finish out strong here. We have a lot to prove. So that's what's been fun with these guys, because usually during this time of year, you have different things going on. These guys have been really focused because they know we have a lot to prove and that we're not playing our best right now. So I think that's why practices have been great too, is because we've got to get better. We know we need to get better, and so we haven't checked out for the holiday seasons. We're ready to roll and ready to get a couple wins going into the break.
And what will you have to do to get those couple of wins?
Can't play. Can't have those mental lapses in the game of that large scale. I mean, there's always going to be ups and downs in every game. I've been coaching for 22 years, but surviving those runs are critical, and setting the tone early, not being passive and being the aggressor early against two really good teams. And and with this young bunch, I was just telling Mr. Stephen Gorcha over there, is like, we keep saying that we're young again, and we know he's like, you recycle, you always recycle. We've got some cornerstones with Candace Bond and Shantae Evans, who are always doing a great job leading the way for us. But we've got to, some of this inexperience here, we've gotten some experience now, so we've got to start moving forward. Also, other good news, Shantae Evans, she's graduating early to get a chance for her family to be one of the first young ladies to graduate, and her parents are coming up, so it's a big day, Thursday night for her. So we're really, really proud of her. It'll allow her to finish out the spring and have a lot less pressure on her and Candace Bond, but that's great news for the program. And Christina Campbell, another former player, is getting her master's and graduating on Thursday. So we're very proud of both of these young ladies as they can go on and continue their career and into different things. So a lot of good news this time of year, and just very proud.
All right, Head Coach Krista Kilburn-Steveskey, thanks as always for the time.
Thank you.
Hofstra takes on Ole Miss on Friday at 7 and Northwestern on Sunday at 1. You can watch or listen to both games on GoHofstra.com. I'm Rob Joyce, and thanks Hofstra fans for tuning in to the WB Mason's Coaches Report with Krista Kilburn-Steveskey.